I don't think you can ever look at, I know people look at, this is an easy regional or this is a regional. I've never looked at it that way. The bottom line for me is that if you're going to upward Omaha, you got to be able to take down whoever's in your way. So, our first opponent's going to be Jackson State. We played them last year. They were a good ball club. So we've got to be up and running and prepared to go on Friday night.
I know you guys probably should be a national seed. What does that mean to show you?
Well, it's so important for all the hard work we've done, the last 2 years putting this team together. The coaching staff, we've got a great coaching staff, and what it means for the university to carry our momentum on. We're heading into some capital campaigns and some big projects for our university, and I think the momentum that we've created, starting in football, on into basketball, tennis, softball, it's just so huge that we just keep the ball rolling for momentum. And so that's what I like about it, that it's great, and it's also great for our fan base. I think we're in the top 10 in the country in attendance right now, and that fan base needs to be rewarded. So they get part of this, success just as much as we do.
The pressure aspect of the season, as some of the players about it, and they're like, well, we've been doing this since the fall, that they've put us in pressure situations. We're down a couple runs. We know how to handle pressure situations. What is the advantage of being able to handle that and doing what you've done so far?
Well, there's two sides to it. Real pressure is when the media or your fans, your boosters have higher goals than you do, and that'll never happen. My definition of a season is us getting to try to win a national championship, get to the College World Series. If we don't, then I've had a bad year. So that part of it's out of the window. The other part of the pressure is that we worked all fall with them and put them in a lot of miserable situations, as much as we could, as legal as we could. And the bottom line is they handled it all fall, and I think that's what's helped us run the table like we have, is that they are prepared when something doesn't go right, because it's not going to always go right. You're going to have to learn how to win many different ways, and I think that's what's made us successful. And now to have our fans wrapped around us, I think is just an extra bonus for us, because now, hopefully, as our girls did, we can take the momentum from the stands, the momentum from our fans, and use that momentum when we play.
You talked about dealing in pressure situations. That was kind of to a T this weekend with the 3 of the 4 games, kind of that grinding style. Having that in such short memory, how much will that help going into the season?
I think it'll help. It's helped our bullpen be able to come in and pitch under duress in the 14-inning game we had. And, a lot of times people look at all our statistics hitting-wise and they expect us to come out and beat somebody 13-0, but that's not baseball. Those hitters still fail 70% of the time, even though they're very good hitters. So we have to learn how to win many different ways, and that's the one thing that I'm proud of this team, is that they have learned how to handle many different things. We've given up 7 runs in an inning and still came back and win. Early in the year, we didn't score but 1 run in 9 innings, and the pitchers threw a shutout. So, all year long, everybody's been picking each other up, and I think that's why where we are.
Do you have any idea if it's like the same Jackson State team, like you guys, pretty much everybody back to a different team?
We don't know. We'll go now scramble the rest of the afternoon to get scouting reports and that. And they were a dangerous team last year. They took LSU, pushed them in the first game, and those first games are always difficult, because a lot of times the name might not be there, but the number 1 pitcher is. Everybody's got a number 1 pitcher, and last year those guys could swing the bat real well. We were fortunate that Austin pitched a very good game against them to be able to advance in that regional. But you can't take anybody lightly now, because you just narrowed this thing down from about 300 to 64. So they're doing something right.
You talked the other day about the nameplate thing in Omaha. How much has that kind of been on you since then?
It's nothing. It's just the bottom line is that's what we want to. We've been wanting to go back every year. We just feel that we've got a group of guys that believe they can. There's some teams that utter the word Omaha, but then there's some teams that believe that they really can get there. And this team really believes they can get there. Will it be easy? No, it will not. But we have the style that we need to get there. The Omaha team, we're a bunch of grinders, and this group's definitely a bunch of grinders.
How much has the Austin factor made this year, last couple of years, a little bit more special for them?
Well, I've been fortunate, to be able to. Good Lord has blessed me to be able to coach both my sons. And my first son that was here, we made 2 regionals, won 2 championships with him. With Austin now, that's 2 championships, 2 regionals, and now national seed. So I can't thank the Lord enough for what He's blessed me with.
Because of the the draft situation, all those implications, is there kind of a, at least with this group, a now or never approach to this thing?
Well, we do believe we're losing some special guys. There's an old saying we keep telling them that, you're going to get an opportunity of a lifetime, but you got to be able to execute it in the lifetime of the opportunity. And yes, that's where we are right now. We've